That's very important because that means he has not admitted guilt. He's not admitted that he's done anything wrong. And he's certainly not admitted or given information about anybody else.
Man, look, if you do no contest, what you think that is? A no contest might as well say you're guilty. It's just basically he's saying he's not fighting the charges. He's not fighting the charges. So what that tell you? What that tell you? Now, anybody here know who YNW Melly is? Anybody? Do y'all know who YNW Melly is? YNW Melly is a Florida artist that supposedly took out his friends. He supposedly took out his friends. Supposedly. And, you know, a lot of rappers in the industry have mentioned his names in songs like Kendrick Lamar, Like Us. Not Like Us. You know his name. Euphoria. He said his name in Euphoria. And he's been locked up for a couple of years now, going trial after trial, his trial being pushed back, all that. And you know, today, him and his friend are actually on trial for murdering their two friends, whatever, allegedly. But now, his friend, YNW Bortlen, he took a plea deal. This nigga done took a plea. Now, this year in rap has to be the most snitchiness, rattiness, slitheriness year of ratting to date, bro. This nigga done took a plea deal. It's another rap artist, small time artist. He took a plea deal too. He was facing some years. I forgot what his name was. I forgot who reported it. He took a plea. So now everybody is speculating. YNW Bortlen, why is he snitching? Is he snitching? Well, all right, y'all. I just wanted to stop by, support, and get the chat popping. I gotta get my editing. I'll holler at y'all. All right, appreciate that, Space. And shout out to Space. You got my respect, Space. I'm gonna tell you that, bro. But YNW Bortlen, you know, people are speculating. Did he snitch? Did he not snitch? And he got his funky lawyer to explain what's going on. Let's actually see what his lawyer is talking about and see what's up with all this bullshit. Later on, and look, and later on, after I do all my news topics, we're gonna watch some movies and we're gonna watch some cheaters. Is that good? Y'all like that? Y'all stick around. It's gonna be a late night stream. You're gonna watch some movies and shit later. All right, is that cool with y'all? All right, but let's see what YNW Bortlen plea deal is all about.
Sentences if found guilty, plus an additional 75 years on top of that. And the facts of his plea are that he has pled no contest. That's very important because that means he has not admitted guilt. He's not admitted that he's done anything wrong, and he's certainly not admitted or given information about anybody else.
Man, look, if you do no contest, what you think that is? A no contest might as well say you're guilty. A no contest. Let me tell you something in the court of law. A no contest is not a guilty or not guilty verdict. It's just basically he's saying he's not fighting the charges. He's not fighting the charges. So what that tell you? What that tell you? What that tell you? That nigga snitching. The nigga snitching.
He's been found guilty, and in exchange, the state has dismissed the 2 murder counts, the conspiracy to tamper with a witness count, and the charge about directing the activities of a criminal gang. He's going to be sentenced to 10 years in Florida State Prison, followed by 6 years of probation with credit for time that he has served.
So you mean to tell me this nigga went from doing life to 10 years. He already did 4, and the 6 years is probation. Do you think the DA is not gonna get nothing out of him in return? What that tell y'all? Y'all don't think the DA is not gonna get nothing in return?
And he's required as a part of that to sit down and give what's called a proffer. Typically, when you hear the word proffer, especially in a criminal case, it's when a witness offers information or will explain what they would testify to if called at trial or a hearing. It's unfortunate that we use that word today in court because that's not what's going to happen in this case. Bortlen is not going to sit down and give a lengthy proffer or answer questions about what he would testify to if he were called as a witness.
Hold on, I got a button for that, bro. I got a button for that.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
All right, you can continue, bro.
Because we don't anticipate him being called as a witness at any trial or any hearing, especially not one involving Melly. What I can tell you is that Bortlen is not going to implicate anybody else. He's not going to provide information against anybody else. Melly's name is not even going to come out of his mouth when he's talking to prosecutors in this case. I anticipate the conversation with the prosecutors is going to be very, very brief. And it is not going to be what everyone thinks it's going to be online, where he sits down and rats or provides information to cooperate against other people. A lot of people are saying that Bortlen's plea and his proffer are going to hurt Melly in some way and affect his trial in the future. And again, that's absolutely untrue.
Man, you got to be smoking cocaine dookie if you think they just gonna let this man get away with all of this small ass charges, cause they are hungry, they are thirsty to get YNW Melly. YNW Melly is this close, cause he slick won that last trial, but they were trying him again because they really didn't have a motive of why. They couldn't prove why he took out his friends. They couldn't prove why. So now they going through a trial again. And this nigga sitting down like, come on, bro. Like you was facing life and now you got six years probation? You tell him, bro.
YNW Bortlen is not going to be a state witness. YNW Bortlen is not going to provide information that's going to impact Melly's trial in any way. YNW Bortlen is not expected to come and provide information against anybody. So to be clear, his plea, his proffer, and anything surrounding it will have absolutely no impact on Melly's trial.
All right, let's get to it. Let's talk YNW Bortlen and YNW Melly. The information is coming in fast and furious to my office. People are calling me left and right. They saw the post. You know what time it is. And they are telling me that YNW Bortlen is not going to be a flipper, and he is not going to be the cheese eater I previously said that he...
Like, what do y'all... I'm curious to know, like, do y'all think this is a lie and he actually is gonna talk shit, or do you think he has some kind of deal constructed to where he's telling something that has nothing to do with YNW Melly? Y'all let me know.
Could become, and he is going to give a statement. I don't know what that statement's going to be, but his attorney is an excellent attorney. He's one of my good friends and you know, really helped me out as a young attorney. Fred Haddad, a great guy. And he represented very, very few, if any, flippers in the past. That's why I was kind of surprised at first. But it turns out, the rumor on the street, YNW Bortlen is not going to be a flipper, but he will give a proffer.
YNW Juvie's lawyer decided to speak out and against YNW Bortlen.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. But yeah, it's like it's just wild to me that this man done did all of this because he was there. He like for whatever happened in that situation, he was there. He was there. He was there. He might as well tell everybody else tell it. He might as well. Might as well, bro.